Hello, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Veronica's Moment, a healthy lifestyle for people over 50. Guys, I am so happy to be back. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all, and specifically for people who have been reaching out asking why am I not recording anymore. They miss my videos, which makes my heart so warm. I really appreciate you guys paying attention to what I have to put out here. Sometimes, in life, you just not take things for granted, but you feel like, oh, nobody's gonna pay attention. Oh, I don't want, nobody cares. But to my surprise, a lot of you cared and wanted to know what's going on with me. And I really appreciate that. So with that, I want to tell you why I was away. And I was away for a serious and sad reason. In July 21st, we lost our dad. And then just recently, about a month ago, we lost our cousin, Derek Alfred. He was a very influential person in South Sudan. And with his loss, it comes a lot of devastation because he was very young. He was 58, and something that people did not expect, but he struggled with his complication due to the kidney problem. So that's a big loss for us too. So I was just not feeling feeling right. With grief, you always feel a certain way different days. You're upset different day, you're angry at God or whoever, and the next time you're very sad. You have sadness in your life because you're feeling lost. And these were things that I was going through, so I felt like I was not talk to you guys. But I am so glad that I gather all my courage and try to reach out today, and hopefully you have not abandoned me. I don't think you did, but I just wanted to share with you why I was away. So this is actually the very topic that I want to talk about today, which is my dad. My dad lived to be 96 years old. So according to the standards of today of life, a long life, he lived a long life. But what interesting about his life was how he managed to be active through the entire time until the last time he passed away. So my dad, in a way, was very stable mentally. Like, he was very in touch with the current event. And, he knows about what is happening in politics. He was a very politician, so he knows what's going on with politics. He was very in tune with the school and education and what is happening with the marketplace. In the marketplace, he was just very in touch with current event. He reads a lot. Sometimes when I talk to him on the phone, even in the last time, he's like, he would ask me my opinion about certain things that I am clueless about, and I would just make up stuff because I just don't want to disappoint him. But in all seriousness, I just wanted to share with you my dad's lifestyle from what I have observed and what the medical society are saying about how you can modify your life to live longer. And in that, it is a choice. So I just wanted to share with you how my dad's life was and how those things that he did or did not do has contributed, perhaps, to his longevity. So according to the American Association, research by American Association Journals of Circulation, they have five things that they think if you don't do it, it will prolong your life. So I'm going to share with you those 5 things, and I'm going to compare it to my dad's lifestyle. So number 1 is no smoking. My dad never smoked, even though his sister was a smoker. And I remember when I was very young, I used to watch my auntie smoke, and I was fascinated by her because I think to me, it was very empowering to see that she's a woman and sitting there between her friends, and she's the only one who is smoking with a cigarette lid or tobacco, and I used to imitate her, in a play. But I think that's happened to influence my smoking in the past, sometime in the present, I have to admit. So that's number one. Number two is eating healthy. So eating healthy sometimes is an effort, especially in my dad's era. His environment didn't have that much food. Like it wasn't easy for them to gather food and to have food around, because food was a task. Food was, you have to go hunt for the beef, like buffalo, deer, any kind of meat that you want, you will have to go and hunt for it. So sometimes you go for 2-3 days, and then you get the meat, you bring back. It's not enough for the whole village, but you can sell it. But most of the time you keep it to yourself. That's number one. And then again, if you want to eat a fish, you have to go and fish, which is fresh, by the way, which is healthy and organic. And if you want vegetable or fruit, you have to grow it yourself. So growing all this vegetable and fruit help them to eat organically. And again, fruit and vegetable like the mangoes, the oranges, and oranges and guava. I don't know if you know about this. Those things just grow like in a while. In my village, it was everywhere. I remember when I first time went to my village, and as we were entering the village, and I saw all this mango tree with all this mango hanging on, I was so excited. I was telling my mom, we need to stop. I need to go get the mango. And my mom was like, don't worry, you will have your own mango tree. And I'm like, am I really going to have my own mango tree? But that's the kind of lifestyle that my dad grew up in. So I think it has a lot to do with his longevity, because he has that solid and strong foundation of eating. There was no snack in between, because it was very hard to get. If you wanted to snack, you would eat the fruit, which was fresh. So I think eating healthy contributed to how he has lived that long. So that's number two. Number three, regular exercising. So regular exercising, I think at that time when my dad was growing up, everything was just physical. It was an open society where you run to the neighbors, you run to your friend, you go fishing, and later on in the years, my dad became an active person, because he was a farmer. He will go to his farm, he will walk or ride a bicycle. I remember me and him, we were biking one day to the farm, and I was so tired I couldn't go halfway. He just has to stop and look, are you coming? And I was like, yeah, I'm coming. And, all these hills, you have to bike up to the hill. It was not like the biking, I don't know, hill biking or whatever. It was an effort to go up the hill. Sometimes I have to just push it up, and then, But it's one of the good memories that I share with my dad. But it was a good thing to remember now that this kind of activities increases his life, has prolonged his life. Okay, so exercising on a regular basis help you to maintain a longer life, a longevity. So that's number three. Number four is keeping healthy body weight. So by me mentioning all these activities and eating organically and things like that, my dad has never ventured off his habit of eating. For example, when things become, life has changed, we become very modernized in terms of having access to food. My dad still maintained a level of eating that he used to. He never overeat. He never eat bad food. You don't see him eat all this junk food. He always try to go get the fish. Every morning he will go get the fish so he can eat a fresh fish. And that was something that really I admire about him, because he always very careful about how much he eats and what he eats. It wasn't just, I'm hungry, I'm just going to eat whatever I wanted to eat. So that's number four. Number five is moderate alcohol consumption. So when we talk about alcohol and the amount of alcohol you consume, it has an effect on your health. So in that, I'm saying that, people have, when you drink more, you develop tolerance to the alcohol, and that can really add some more complication to your health, right? So growing up and observing my dad, alcohol in a house, or when I see my dad consume alcohol, it was always socially, when he is socializing with his friend or relative, or when there is a tragedy, like in our practice or our village, people, when they die, you bring alcohol after the person is buried. People start celebrating his life immediately after he's buried. So that's when I see my dad drink, but it wasn't something that he did it as a habit of consuming a lot of alcohol. So it was a very moderate drinker and social drinker. So I think that's also contributed to his longevity. So with that, guy, I just wanted to share that with you and to tell you that I am back, and I was away for those reasons. I miss my dad very, very dearly, and I wish I can pick up the phone and call him as I used to be, but that's not happening anymore. But I truly, truly, truly appreciate the life that I have with him, remembering every event that we have together, the talk on the phone, the jokes about, his longevity, and he's like, I'm all alone now, everybody is gone. He used to joke about this as, very casually. So with that, I wanted to thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Until next time, which is going to be next Wednesday. So please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumb up so that when we have a new video, you will be notified. And please share your comment below so that I know what to add and what to take. And also, I really want your feedback. Feedback is a feedback, whether it's good or bad. I just want to hear from you. So with that, I want to thank you again, and I appreciate you reaching out to me. And until next time, stay healthy.